tenemos una presentación muy especial de Buenos Aires, Argentina, y con mi amigo Leandro Nicolás Rivas. ¿Cómo está?
¿Cómo andas, Jim? ¿Todo bien?
Muy bien.
Okay. Well, this is the place where Leandro decided many years ago, I will say around 20 years ago, he began buying Lotus 7. And after that, because of his passion, and he has a lot of handy capabilities to make it,
Yes.
a lot of knowledge on making things related to the racing cars and a lot of investigations. He's an engineer, but not specialized on this. And he decided to start making some replicas, and then he came into making different recreations of that. And he also traveled to UK in 2 times to see Caterham there, the factory there, and was talking with the people and trying to innovate.
Yes,
so
I understand.
A lot of, well, this is the result. He already made 12 cars, 12 autos, más o menos. Okay, I'm Leandro, to him. Give me a second. Le dije que ya viajaste 2 veces a Inglaterra, que fuiste a Caterham, que por eso que empezaste con esto hace 20 años, que te compraste un auto, que tenés un montón de capacidades, que sos ingeniero, pero no dedicado a los autos de carrera, y que decidiste empezar a echar mano a esto como un hobby.
Bueno.
Okay. Okay, we will go now to show to all of you the cars that are being in the process of being manufactured by them.
Wonderful.
Este es un auto que estamos armando ahora.
This is a new car that is going to be, that's in the progress, we will say that the 50%.
Muy avanzado.
Ya dije que estás al 50%. Engine they use for all of these cars is for Duratex 2 liters.
Yes.
Una caja T9 de sierra.
The gearbox is a 9.
Can you say that again? I think is it the gearbox is Quaife? Did you say?
Igual que los arman en Inglaterra.
And this is the same. I'm not sure if I have heard about the structure of the engine and the gearbox.
Well, the engine we did here, and the gearbox, that's when you faded away. I'm wondering, in the video, I saw that there was a sequential gearbox. Is this the same sequential gearbox that was in the video?
No. These are not sequential gearbox. These are standard gearboxes.
All right, got it.
En los 7 que nosotros armamos, básicamente ofrecemos un kit estándar con la caja de Ford Sierra T9 para que el cliente el día de mañana, si tiene que hacer algún upgrade de la caja, pueda viajar afuera y traerse el paquete de dientes de carrera, dientes helicoidales, dientes rectos y la relación que más guste.
What he has said is that the basic kit they offer to clients, that basically they become friends after this, is a standard gearbox.
Yes.
Then they can already in the future shift for next generation importing a sequential gearbox.
I understand.
That's what they offer as a standard.
Wonderful.
Usamos un sistema de escape hecho acá en Argentina, de acero inoxidable. Es una empresa que hace escapes de carrera, de competición.
The exhaust of the car is being tailor-made to them by a special company called Conforma, that they prepare exhaust for racing cars here.
Beautiful.
Para el sistema de suspensión usamos unos amortiguadores POSI.
The suspension system use shocks created by POSI that are being made especially for this car because the car was initially weighted and they know exactly which is the weight by wheel that they have to create the suspension system.
Para la estética del auto usamos mucha fibra de carbono, tanto en el tablero como para el túnel.
The car is being built by the chassis with iron. the cover by aluminum, and there's many pieces that they are using carbon fiber.
Para la
Beautiful.
pedalera usamos pedales fabricados por nosotros, todo montado sobre rulemanes.
Well, all the stuff relating to the clutch and the brakes and the accelerator are being handmade here.
Es una pedalera
Manually. They created this manually.
es una pedalera de piso de competición. Así le da a la persona que lo maneja una mejor sensación de auto de carrera.
They created this that way, all this stuff, because they already have the knowledge that this is the best position for having this in the car for a racing car.
La suspensión
Ah,
es toda
sí.
rotulada, no usamos goma, es toda rotulada también para darle sensación de auto de carrera.
All the suspension is being created at the same case such as was in the Formula One in the 70s. So
I see.
goes with this.
I
La idea,
understand.
Jim, que nuestros clientes tengan un auto tanto para circuito como para usarlo por la calle.
The idea is to create the cars for having the car for going directly for having races in the autodromos, or also they can use it with their wives or girlfriends for going there.
Yes, I understand. That's really good.
Este Jim es un auto terminado.
This is already one of the last versions they have made. It's already finished. And this has the same structure as the yellow one we were seeing. As you can see, they also built, including the seats, that are a copy of the Caterham seats.
I got it. Beautiful.
With the seat belts, with the 5 points, the structure of the fence for not turning around and having problems. All the security is already thought of here. And this engine has 205 horsepower to the wheel.
Oh, that's
so
good.
What they do is they buy the engine, the Ford Duratec, 2 liters, and they change the camshaft. They also send to someone the cylinder cap for polishing that. For air admission, they use a special air admission.
Uh-huh.
And with that, they increase the horse, and also with the exhaust, and all are electronic cars, right? With the electronic.
Yes.
And with that, they improve the engine capabilities from 150 horsepower, that this is the way the cars come from the factory, to
Yes.
105. So they are incorporating another 55 horsepower in a car that is around 550 kilograms.
550 kilograms. That's good.
Yeah, that's around.
That's fantastic.
Esta es la Maserati Monofaro.
This is a completely different car. This is a Maserati Monofaro.
Yes.
Es un auto, sí, casi de carrera.
This is a competition car.
Es un
Ajá.
auto que está armado con una caja de 6 marchas, marca Quaife, secuencial.
Well, the main difference between this car and the other one, the engine of the car, the motor of the car is the same one, but the engine, the gearbox that they are going to use here is a sequential gearbox imported from UK of 6
Uh-huh.
march, and the name is Qual.
Quaife.
Quite.
Yeah. Wait.
That's exactly the same one they use in Caterham in UK.
En estos
Yes,
momentos estamos viendo la instalación electrónica para arrancarla. Calculo que la semana que viene ya la ponemos en marcha. Así que en cuanto la pongamos en marcha, te voy a mandar un video.
This week they are also finishing all the electronics.
Uh-huh.
They are passing all the cables around this, and the objective is that in 7 to 10 days they are going to put the start engine.
Wow.
Tiene un diferencial, una suspensión semirrígida con diferencial BMW.
The structure of the suspension is similar than the Lotus. That is
Very similar.
And also the shocks has been created the same way by Posi.
Uh-huh.
That's the way they created this.
Tiene levas al volante, paddle shift.
Well, this a completely innovative thing that they have incorporated in this car is that the gearbox allow them to put the opportunity of changing the march in here. You may see, such as in Formula One.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Beautiful.
So you can shift the march from the gearbox from your steering wheel.
Yes.
Después también estamos haciendo un chasis nuevo para un cliente nuevo.
Well, now there are two projects that they are starting. As you may see, one on the right that is a little bit more advanced. That is the chassis, the structure, and in the left here you may see that they are beginning with the new one.
Yes,
At
I
this
see.
point of time, they already have these structures. We may say of all the measures that in standard. So the process is being standardized.
Estos son
Yes,
algunos clientes que tienen serie 2, que tienen autos hechos en Argentina y que vienen a hacerle las reformas y a modernizarlos.
Okay, here in the right, what we have is an old version of a Lotus called Series Second, and they are trying to come here to unwind all the process of the chassis and incorporating all the stuff that are brand new to improve the car. And they're trying to create a better version of the Lotus 7 they had. This car has 25 years old, and they are now updating this to the brand new technology they have here.
Sí, vamos a ver otros serie 2 restaurados.
Okay.
Corrida
Now,
7.
a red one that is a Series 1 also, but has been already refurbished by all of them. And this has been converted into a new version.
Uh-huh.
So they are not only creating cars from scratch, at the same time they are also updating old versions into new ones.
That's amazing stuff about in Argentina. There is such a history of sevens in Argentina that everybody is absolutely crazy about sevens.
Well, let me translate this to Leandro. He knows better about the history. Dice que hay una historia muy loca en Argentina con esto que viene desde los 70 con el tema de los Lotus 7.
Sí,
sí.
Esta serie sería la cuarta serie, Jim. Acabo 3 series. La verdad que para lo que fue el momento, cada serie tuvo sus cosas buenas. Y esta sería la cuarta serie, ya mucho más moderna, mucho más ayornada a lo que es la mecánica moderna. Y acá en Argentina hay muchos autos fabricados en esas épocas, en esas series, y abundan. Deben ser más o menos 200 autos, 150 o 200 autos hechos.
Allow me to translate. What he says is this: the story in Argentina began in the 70s, where it was a factory from Lotus in Argentina, and this is the time that the passion with these cars began.
Yes.
And they were creating within the last 30 or 40 years 3 series of these cars, obviously improving day by day. And now this one that we have shown you are the series number 4 that are closer to what Caterham nowadays is doing in UK.
I understand. It's beautiful. Absolutely fabulous. Thank you.
Fantastic. Let me also tell you something else, that is the way that Leandro works here. Le voy a decir cómo vos trabajás acá. That is completely different as what you can probably listen and heard in any place in the world. What Leandro does is that he creates a car for a customer, but he invites the customer to come to the hangar, to this place, and also work in the car he's building and work together for that. So the customer may come here and put his hands on this. So this also, that's the reason why at the beginning we say that they are not customers, they are friends. Because this is completely different. Leandro guides them and also work together, and this allows the customer to be part of the project.
That's
a completely
absolutely
different idea and approach. Lo que le acabo de decir, Leandro. es que la manera tuya de trabajar es que vos invitás a los clientes, y por eso se convierten en amigos, a que pongan las manos en el auto y que vayan trabajando junto contigo.
Que sea partícipe del
Y que
proyecto.
son contigo, y por eso termina siendo una pasión increíble.
Claro. Vamos a la oficina. Esta es la oficina.
Let's go to the office.
Acá tenemos básicamente dos partes, una dedicada a la publicidad, que es el otro rubro que yo tengo, y esta parte de la oficina donde, bueno, recibimos a los clientes, acá recibimos a los amigos, esta es una mesa de reuniones.
Allow me to translate. This is the main office,
Mhm.
on where the main activity of this place, trust me, are not the cars. It's a merchandising company, on where
Mhm.
they do some support from the marketing activities of the companies. However, because of the hobby and the passion, this has been converted into a place where we have some racing cars.
Yes, I
And
understand.
due to the quarantine that we have here because of the coronavirus, we will say that the main, we can say that the main business that was the business related to the merchandising has become to the second place because there's not too many activities and many activities are closed.
Yeah.
So they have invested a lot of time, I would say, within the last 3 or 4 months, putting their hands in the cars. So
Yes.
usually they build a car between 6 to 10 months, and now they are making cars in 6 months. And this is because of the time and focus they can put on that. Lo que le dije,
I understand.
I'm going to translate to Leandro. Lo que le dije es que tu actividad principal es el merchandising, pero que por los problemas del coronavirus, claramente este negocio se ha caído más y que entonces le pudieron dedicar mucho más tiempo y foco a los autos, y que habitualmente un auto lo haces en 6 meses / 10 meses, y que ahora están sacando un auto cada 6 meses porque le pueden poner más tiempo y más foco. Any question, Jim, you have?
Well, you know, I'm just sitting here and I just love what you are doing. Rather than ask you a bunch of technical questions, what I would ask is it okay if we touch base with you from time to time, especially once you start that car that you're working on now with the sequential gearbox? We would love to check in with you when it's ready to start up, because I think everybody would just love to see the progress.
Okay, let me translate that to Leandro. Lo que dice es que, más que para hacernos una pregunta, que le encantó todo lo que les mostramos y las historias que les contamos, que le gustaría seguir en contacto con vos para que le vayas mostrando los avances de los autos, y está especialmente interesado en que le muestres la monofaro Maserati por la caja secuencial.
Nosotros, Jim, a futuro...
He agreed.
Nosotros a futuro estamos haciendo una categoría donde vamos a luquear a todos los autos hechos acá en el hangar. Y nada, por supuesto vamos a estar en contacto, y bueno, te paso videos, te paso filmaciones. Tengo mucha data, tengo muchos videos y muchas fotos que te puedo ir mandando si querés.
Jim, what Leandro said is that obviously he agreed on having been in touch every, we can say, 2 weeks or 3 weeks to show you the progress on the different cars. I told him about that they are especially interested on the monofaro with the sequential gearbox, and probably in 2 weeks that will be alive, so we can say we can push the start button. And also what Leandro offered you is that he has a lot of videos and photos of many different Lotus and racing cars that we have had and in the history of Argentina. So he has a storybook of the last 30 years of pictures taken of the different Lotus in the racing cars in the autodromos. So if you're interested in that, he can share with you.
Of course, I totally agree. That's wonderful. And the reason I think, rather than ask a lot of questions right now, I think that everybody would love to see the progress as the car is coming along, because right now we can see, car that were just as a welded space frame, and then we can see cars that are under construction. But everybody wants to see the moment that it can gets fired up, and
Yeah.
I look forward to that a lot.
Yeah, well, we can show you. Well, we saw a Lotus that was the white color.
Mhm.
That one, the starting engine of that one was 3 weeks ago. So
Okay.
also Leandro can show you in a video that
Mhm.
process, and
Wonderful.
he might compromise with you to every
Mhm.
time that he's put the start engine, the engine's in the start position. He may be sharing with you that
I,
progress.
well, let's work together because I know from the feedback I'm getting on Seven Spot that there's a lot of interest in the quality of the cars that Leandro is making, and so if we can work together and just you can, the way we look at it is if you want to make advertisements, we're happy to put them up for you. It's not a problem.
Ok, let me translate that to Leandro. Dice que la gente, por los cuestionamientos que lo está recibiendo, qué sé yo, todo el mundo está maravillado con la calidad de las cosas que ustedes están haciendo y que les interesa mucho la puesta en marcha y que ir viendo el progreso de cada uno de los autos.
Sí, por supuesto.
Y que le dije que le ibas a compartir los videitos de la puesta en marcha del blanco, que es el último terminado que está ahí.
Sí, y de puta se quiere poner en marcha. Si quiere ver lo que
Do you want to listen the white car? The Lotus white car, we can put the engine on for you to see the sound of the cars.
Wonderful. If you can do that, that'd be great.
Yeah, that will be okay. We will do it right now. Que arranque, ¿no?
Well, that's great. Thank you, guys.
Well, this is how the cars sound.
Yeah, it sounds great. And, we're already into our little program here for 25 minutes. And I can only say thank you, Leandro, and thank you, Horacio, for what for the time you have given. It's absolutely fantastic of you. And I can only ask that, you let us come back and visit from time to time to see exactly how things are coming along.
Perfect. We take this as a compromise from ourselves to do it.
Fantastic.
Okay.
I know that we can, we're new at doing this sort of thing, and this is a technology that's new for everybody. So let's work together and make it better, and we will just have a better presentation as we move forward.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'm going to say,
Jimmy, ¿cómo querés que nos manejemos con los videos y los adelantos? ¿Nos manejamos por entrevistas sí o te voy mandando los videos?
The question is if you would like Leandro within the process of until the next interview we have, if you would like to receive some videos or photos that you can use with the.
I will be very happy to send Leandro a Dropbox, and we can. If that works for him, that'd be great.
Leandro told me that to say thank you for the video you have already made for this. I didn't see it, but he said thank you.
Oh well, I thank you, Leandro. This is fabulous. Again, I'm gonna put us both on here so we both can talk for a moment and just say goodbye here. So here we are. Leandro and Jim and Wendy, thank you very much. Wendy, how do you say thank you very much in Spanish?
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias, Leandro and Horacio.
Well,
okay.
Has been a pleasure.
So, until next,
let's be in touch.
Let's stay in touch until next time. How do you say that?
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.
Yeah,
Muchas gracias. Hasta luego.
Okay. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.